So in this next example, basically what I'd like to go over with you guys, in the next example, it would be multiplying two binomials. So if I'm going to be multiplying these two binomials, we're just going to go ahead and apply FOIL. You guys can see, though, I did give you a little bit different problem here, where these are not in written out imaginary form. So the main important thing, first of all, that we'd like to do is rewrite these using our imaginary units. So I am going to have to simplify. I can write this as 4 times 2 times -1 times 1 plus square root of 9 times 2 times -1. Again, make sure you guys understand how I simplified the radical, as well as how I rewrote the -1. I took out the negative and rewrote that as multiplying by -1. The reason why I did that, and the reason why I simplified this, is I chose numbers you can take the square root of. 4 you can take the square root of, as well as 9 you can take the square root of. OK? So therefore, I can simplify this as 6 plus 2 square root of 2i times 1 plus 3 square root of 2i. Now that I have these simplified using my imaginary units, Sierra, put it away. Put it away. No, put it away. No, put it away. No, Sierra, I'm still waiting for you to put it away. Thank you very much. So if now I apply FOIL, so I multiply my first two terms. 6 times I is going to give you 6. I multiply my outer terms. When multiplying a 6 times a radical, you multiply your coefficient times 6, which is going to give you a positive 18 square root of 2i. I multiply my inner terms. 2 times 2 square root of 2i times 1 is just going to be a positive 2 square root of 2i. And then I multiply my last two terms, which would be 2 times 2, which is going to give you 6. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is going to give you square root of 4. And then I times I is going to give you I squared. I multiplied 6 times 3. So now let's go ahead and simplify. Well, if you guys, yes? Sorry. If you guys notice, if you guys look over here, these have the same radical. They have the square root of 2 and I. So since they are like terms, we can combine them. So I have 6 plus 20 square root of 2i. And then over here, we know square root of 4 is, square root of 4 is 2. I squared is -1. So 4 times 2 is 12. Yes, that square root of 4 is 2, right? Yeah. So 6 times 2 is 12 times -1, which is I squared, times -1 is going to be -1, so that's going to be -12. Minus 12. Now, these are your real numbers, so I'm going to subtract them. So I can subtract 6 and -12, which is a -6 plus bank day square root of 2i.